Time to unbox some manga. 20 plus volumes for me. Let's dive right in and see what we've got. Welcome all, my name's Daniel and welcome to May's Manga Haul. I've got about 20 plus volumes in these few different boxes. We're just going to dive right in and see what we've got. Some a little bit hard to get a hold of, and I know it's going to be hard to complete the series and some of them, but I couldn't resist. I just say why? Well, now. I'm going to go for the biggest box first, since this biggest box is on top. I did briefly open it just to have a quick glimpse to make sure the quality was okay, nothing was too damaged, but I didn't fully get them out to have a proper look, so I can just open from the bottom. Got a little card from the person who got it from, a place called Stupid Egg. I think it was just on eBay, but a nice little thank you message. I'll go say hello to them on there after this as well. And can you see what it is? Ah, look at that. Battle Royale. And yes, these can be annoying to get a hold of, and they can go for stupid prices. I've got, what, eight volumes here, and I won the bid at around about £25, I think it was, for these 8 volumes. I was in 9 volumes. We'll double check. I think it's only the 8. But it's been nicely bubble wrapped by the person. Of course, it is an older series, can't be helped with some of the yellow one. And I knew that one of them was fairly faded, but still to get them at that price, you can't really say no to that. The movie of Battle Royale is awesome. Saw it a long time ago. The whole concept of it is amazing. And then when you get the number 2, the movie isn't as good, but it's still great, and I still like the new aspect they took to it. Just turn it up a little bit. But we have volumes 1 all the way to 7. We don't have volume 8, and then we'll have volume 9. I have been struggling to get the volume 8 since I bought these not too long ago. I've been looking around, keeping my eye out for anyone that might turn up. They get a cheap version of volume 8 and then look for more bundle deals and people selling them on. They get the higher volumes. I can't remember how many volumes are in this set. I know there's still a bit more to go. I think it's 15, 16, might be even more. I'll put it up on screen and let you know. But overall, I think quality-wise, for how age of them, that they are different version of Tokyo Pop, and that's still Tokyo Pop. It is still Tokyo Pop, but doesn't have the same like logo style on top there. Unfortunately, that is going to be a thing I'm going to face a lot when collecting the older ones from Tokyo Pop and things like that, because they changed the design on the top a little bit, so you don't get that nice uniform look sometimes. You can get a hold of them. Sometimes it might be a little more expensive to get hold of that, and especially when I get my second-hand manga, I don't like to pay that much for them. Says this being about £25, it was about £3.50, £4 max per volume. To me, I think that's a really good deal. When you buy them brand new, it might even have the price wrote on here. So in the UK, they're originally £7 when they first came out. So getting them only £4 a volume at the moment, when I'm seeing 5 or 6 volumes sometimes going for £40, £50. So yeah, definitely happy about that. Let's have a quick look. Artwork, very nice. It's one of them series, I remember when I was looking at manga years and years ago before I started really collecting, that I kind of wish I got then, and I wish I got more into manga at the time. So when it comes to normal novels and that, I can start reading and then I just get distracted even though I'm enjoying it, and I never go back to it. So I think there's only been about 10 or 15 novels I've fully finished, where manga, because of the artwork and how detailed and creative it is as well, and how easy of a read manga is, I can just fly through them. Plus I love me anime, so it does help, doesn't it? But that is cool. The artwork is really, ooh, that's some of the gruesome parts. Might have to censor some of that. But artwork, very cool. I will get some close-ups for you as well. Not too much though, I can't show you too much for copyright reasons. But that is awesome. I'm looking very much forward to seeing how the manga reads in comparison to the movie. But yeah. There's another big one. Oh, and yes, it is Gundam. No, it's not actually Gundam. But that is actually comes quite creative and use of the packaging. Though, me personally, if I was building something like Gundam, I would have kept the packaging, but I understand that they needed the packaging to send the manga out to us. This in here is 2 full series sets, and it's from an anime, again, I watched it a long time ago. Loved it, loved the concept of it. Very strange, and some people I've talked to about it found it equally as strange for it, but let's get these out and show you. So we have the first one. This is Read or Die, or ROD if you want for short. And this is about this woman who absolutely loves her books. I mean, adores books, has them everywhere, buys them all the time. You think of some of the big manga collectors out there who might have 1,000, 2,000 volumes. This person, she must have about 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 plus in her house. She can't get moved for it. But one of the things that she does have, she has this ability to control paper. So a simple sheet of paper, she can turn it into something as solid as steel and cut through things with it. She can essentially fly on them and things like that. It's insane what you can do with little bits of paper. Yep, strange concept to be able to control the elements of paper, but it is awesome. And that is the full manga set for Read or Die. And what's even better, if I go back in the day when you got anime in them awesome little box sets, you'd sometimes buy volume 1, it'll come with a box set to hold the whole lot, or it'll come with a nice cool little box set. But this series, when I got the anime, look at that. It comes in this awesome little book. This is for the TV series itself, compared to like the OVAs from the manga, which is, I think it's like 3 episodes, was it? It was something like 3 episodes, something to that for the OVAs to that, or the movie, and then yet the full TV series was just about the full 24, and I just love the concept of it actually being a book, and of course each page is another DVD. So that was cool, and the look and see this when this popped up, when I was looking for some new manga to get, and this popped up, I had to get it. Just had to get it straight away, and again, it worked out about £3 per volume. £3 per volume for something that's out of print. And look, the slight yellowing on them. The sides are still quite white, the bottom's still quite white. Spine, I can't see any real colour fade. It's just one of the things, it's so awesome. I'm really looking forward to reading this and seeing how it compares to the anime. I love to get that concept between how the manga is and how the anime is, or vice versa, and see the subtle differences that I had to make in between. But either way, I know I'm going to really enjoy that. On top of that, based from the TV series as well, they also Read or Dream, and that is based on the TV series around 3 other characters who also have that same ability of to be able to control paper. I really am looking forward to reading these out. I've been wanting to open it since it came in properly, to have a proper look and proper read to it. But before that, I had so much ones I wanted to read as well. But again, it can't. I'm lost for words. Just get something like this from a series that I watched, what, 15 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I kind of lose track of time for it. And now to get the manga that I'm reading a lot of, it's just a nice little touch, a nice little bit of nostalgia, and it brings that warmth, nice fuzzy feeling back to you again. And I'm sure when I read this, it's going to do exactly the same. Sorry, didn't quite catch you there. I was getting too engrossed in volume 1 already. But if you're enjoying this video so far, go on, smash the like button down below. If you got any recommendations for us, go on, leave a comment, and I shall look into it. I'm going to link in the description my manga spreadsheet that I've just been starting out, so you can see what I've got, what I've been reading, and what I've been rating them. Now, back to the other Daniel, so I'm going back to reading. 16 volumes down, 2 full sets complete. I've also now finally got round to start sorting my manga spreadsheet out, because it was only about a couple of months ago that I really started to get right back into buying me manga. I normally buy one every month or one every 2 months, something like that, when a new one came out in the series I was reading, like Sword Art Online or Rising of the Shield Hero, or in the past like Full Metal Panic. And over the past few months, I went from, I think, about 30 volumes up to about 125. So yeah, I've been hitting that manga quite a lot lately and I'm absolutely loving it. Getting loads of recommendations from other people out there who I've spoke to, who also have YouTube channels or I've met on Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that. Loads of recommendations out there. Awesome ones. I'm going to add that to that spreadsheet as well, to my wish list to try out. Next up, we have PhD Fantasy Degree, volumes 1 through 3. Again, pre-owned, Tokyo Pop of course, and it was only about £3-4 each. Can't really complain for that kind of price. Saw it, I think it was actually less. I think it was, yeah, about £10 for the 3 of them in the end. The thing that caught me off guard though, is for some reason this Tokyo Pop one, we don't read this way like we normally do on a manga. We read the normal Western way. So that got very confusing at first because I constantly wanted to go back and do that one. I don't know what's going on. And that's the reason why. I am enjoying this so far. It's only rated about a 7 or an 8. It's not too crazy in the storytelling. It's quite fast paced what's happening straight away. But this character here, you don't really get to know much about. You know, she has, you can definitely tell she's got some kind of hidden ability. She's going to this demon school. I think she wants to learn, but then you find out it's not that she just wants to learn. You can tell that she's hiding something, but you can't quite see what. I've read all 3 volumes of these now, and I am hooked to see what happens next. Downside, I think there's 9 volumes, or 10 volumes. And when reading into it a little bit more, I found out that the person who did it, which is it Son Hee-jun? Son Hee-jun? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Probably not, I'm terrible at it. You know I am, I can't read. Don't even know why I even try. But no, I found out that he has a habit of not completing his series. I don't know if it was the case of this one, that, well, Tokyo Pop stopped printing, or he just did not complete it, and I suppose the last volume leaves people a little bit, not really disheartened, but a little bit disappointed that certain things weren't answered and rushed and just fully left open. But I am enjoying it. It's not the best going, but for a few quid per volume, I am happy to continue getting it and just seeing where it goes. I know at the end I might be a little bit disappointed, but the journey getting there and the enjoyment reading it up to that point, it makes it all worthwhile anyway. So I'm not going to complain about that. It's like watching a movie, isn't it, and enjoying it all the way up, and then also in the end just disappoints you. But it didn't mess up the whole enjoyment of that lead up to it. It was just a disappointing ending. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to get some more of these. I'll have a look around, see what prices I can get them for. But that is PhD Fantasy Degree. So what we're up to, 19? And lastly, we have here, I haven't fully taken off my address on there, but I like on this one, look, they put some nice little stickers on. This, I saw again, I think this went for about £2 for 2 volumes. And most of that was postage. That's why I couldn't resist just to give it a try. And that is volume 1 and 2 of Gamer's Heaven. Quality on it, slight yellowing from it, but overall, not bad. I'm not 100% sure about this manga. I don't know exactly what it is, other than Gamer's Heaven. It's definitely going to be some form of gameplay inside a game, playing a game, whatever it's going to be. But for a couple of quid to try out a new series, can't really complain. Even though it comes out and it only rated about a 6, I'll happily take a 6 for 2 quid. And I'm sure most people out there would as well. My shelf might not take that kind of space, but hey. But we'll see what they are like, and I shall get back to you. Artwork wise, artwork is nice, simple and clean. Nothing wrong with that. Some little bits of shading here and there. Style is still very nice. Let's hope it reads nice, and we'll go from there. So there we have it, 2 complete sets from a very nostalgic anime that I watched back in the day, as well as that awesome Battle Royale, which I know I'm going to struggle getting more of them and struggling to get them for a good price. But hey, that's my own fault, but I don't care. As well as PhD Fantasy Degree and Gamer's Heaven. what's that, 21 volumes. I think that's a pretty decent haul for me. I hope you've enjoyed this manga haul for me. I certainly have, and I'm really looking forward to reading all of this. It's going to take us a while. I'm a bit of a slow reader. Maybe I'm just a little bit slow. Anyway, my name's been Daniel. This has been Twisted Geek. Hope you have an awesome week. Cheers. I wonder what it would be like to be able to control paper and just go. That's where I get a lot of paper cuts. A lot of paper cuts.